Hi everybody, and welcome to the audio version of the Exploration Weekly newsletter, this time for the week of February 4th, 2022. I'm Renee Meredith, the COO of Exploration Group, and as always, a shout out to Jules Ramos and Heidi So for all their hard work on our newsletter every single week. And now, the news. YouTube made $8.6 billion in ad revenue last quarter, calls future commerce a whole layer of opportunity. For last year's fourth quarter, YouTube said it sold a massive $8.6 billion in ads, roughly 25% above the $6.9 billion that company did in the final quarter of 2020. All told, revenues at parent company Alphabet were at $75.3 billion last quarter, up 32% year over year, which CFO Ruth Porat said reflected broad-based strength in advertiser spend and strong consumer online activity, as well as substantial ongoing revenue growth from Google Cloud. The Hollywood Reporter notes that last quarter's tally brings YouTube's 2021 ad revenue haul to $28.8 billion, a figure that does not include revenues from its subscription services like YouTube TV, YouTube Music, and YouTube Premium. In an earnings call, Alphabet's CEO called YouTube's still-in-the-works on-platform commerce initiatives a whole nother layer of opportunity. Spotify subscriptions grew to 180 million in 2021. Monthly active users topped 406 million. Spotify's global premium subscriber base grew to 180 million in Q4 2021, according to the company's new financial results published on February 2nd. That was up by 8 million subscribers, 5%, on the 172 million that the company counted at the end of the prior quarter, Q3 2021, and up by 25 million, 16%, year on year. The company's total global monthly active users, meanwhile, grew 18% year on year to 406 million in Q4 2021, and by 7% compared to the previous quarter, Q3, when the platform counted 381 million monthly active users. The firm's average monthly revenue per user landed at $4.97 US in Q4, up just 3% year on year. Meanwhile, Spotify's ad-supported revenue in Q4 reached a record 15% of total revenues in the quarter. Spotify's monthly active users tally of 406 million in Q4 2021 was near the top end of its guidance range. The company says that it saw double-digit in year-over-year monthly active user growth in all regions, with particular strength in the rest of the world, which was led by strong results in India and Indonesia. The company says that Latin America also outperformed expectations. SiriusXM added 1.2 million subscribers in 2021, but Pandora lost 6.6 million listeners. U.S. satellite radio firm SiriusXM published its Q4 financials yesterday, revealing that its revenues for 2021 as a whole grew by 8% to $8.7 billion. Within this, SiriusXM added just under 1.2 million net new self-pay subscribers last year, taking its total to 32 million, a record for the company. It also had 6.8 million people in trial subscriptions at the end of the year. Pandora's listener numbers are still declining, down from 58.9 million in 2020 to 52.3 million in 2021. Pandora added around 45,000 paying subscribers that year to take its subs total to 6.3 million, while its advertising revenues grew by 30% to $1.54 billion. Hollywood startup plans to track unpaid residuals and royalties. Entertainment startup WIO, co-founded by composer Sean Pierce and software engineer Adam Shafron, announced the launch of WIO Pro, a service that aims to monitor airings of film and television titles in 55 countries. Offered on a web platform, a WIO Pro allows users to search for and add titles to a portfolio in order to track usage and generate airing and graphical analysis reports. The service is aimed at directors, writers, actors, composers, musicians, creatives representatives, auditors, unions, music publishers, and performing rights groups. Shafron said in a statement, the software's databases encompass about 500,000 programs airing in 55 countries on over 45,000 networks. Saregama trails plans to invest $100 million in its music business. Indian films and music company Saregama has planning a major investment in the latter part of its business. The Financial Express reported that the company has told analysts it is creating a fund of around $100 million to invest in music. The fund is only for the music business. This is not going to be used for our films or our Caravan business, said the spokesperson. Caravan being Saregama's line of hardware, music players with catalogs of tracks preloaded for offline listening. Saregama also said that it expects 25 to 30% growth for its music activities in the coming years, a combination of both organic, new content purchases, and some inorganic purchases. That's all for me this week. Thank you all for listening, and don't forget to click subscribe for more great content from Exploration. And as always, don't forget to be kind to each other.